causing confusion. Yeah, causing confusion. So my baby forgetting my yes. They are trying to separate the love that I'm having for you. But they don't know I am so into you. Now I realize how to be your boo. Oh, but in a warfare, but in a warfare. They're causing confusion. They're causing confusion. So my baby forgetting my yes. They're causing confusion. They're causing confusion.
Everybody, I mean, know yourself way. Ask you a question. Do students from different economic backgrounds, do they have different brains? Do students who come from affluent backgrounds or different racial backgrounds, do they have different brains? And the answer obviously is no. If you open the head of someone, you cannot tell a white brain from an Asian brain from a black brain. So what caused the differences? Number one is that money matters. Because students who come from affluent backgrounds, the reason why they do better in school is that they tend to live in better neighborhoods which have better schools. The parents can afford to give them private tutoring. They have certain life experiences that also enhance the education. Students who come from families, well-educated families, they tend to have high income. So they tend to live in better places. They also know the education system. They know the value of education, and generally they have the skills to teach their kids. The other thing about race, think about this. When the teacher's in the classroom, what assumption do they make about the students there? What assumption do they make about Asian students? What assumption do they make about white students? How about black students? How about Hispanic students? All these have effect on how students achieve in school. Now, the other thing that also comes in is that sometimes we think that, oh, our ticket to the future is through sports. Okay, I can get basketball scholarship. It's true, it's a fallacy. In fact, when you look at the chance of a top high school basketball player getting a chance to play for any college, the chance is less than 3%. And unless you go to a Division 1A school, you're not going to get a full scholarship to play ball. And the scholarship that you get to play ball is not guaranteed. Here is something that we need to think about. So when we're thinking about education, there are two keys to success. Number one, dedicated parents. Number two, dedicated students.
Ghana Association of Arizona present the Presidential Award to you and your wife for your numerous contribution and excellent attendance.
Thing called coronavirus. What is it? Well, coronavirus is a group of viruses, not just one, that look like, you look at them under the microscope, the electron microscope, they have these funny spikes and all that, like a crown. So the corona you see, if you ask yourself, what is the corona? The corona just means, a crown, something that looks like a crown. And some of the pictures look like that. If you look at them, you see something with all these spikes, like the crown looks like. So that's why we call it corona. And they've been around for a long time. This is not the first time they've shown up. They've been around for a long time, and I'm sure some of us have had it before. And maybe more than one time before. They surely would cause, maybe mild respiratory tract infections like runny nose and headaches and just a little bit of everything. Their main hosts are animals. They, infect dogs and cats and all that. Those animals will have runny nose, maybe a bit of diarrhea and all that. But occasionally these are viruses, which are the coronaviruses, which are, as I said, they're usually mild and all that. Occasionally they go through what we call mutation, as they change their genetic profile and their character. So instead of being a very mild and, something not so serious, they suddenly become very, very serious. And I just saw something that says coronavirus is coming, how is it spread? Well, there are all sorts of stories going around. In fact, the initial case, nobody knows what happens, but it is said to have started from a live, market. Like, you go to A&E, those people who go there, you see all these live animals, crabs and all these things swimming around and all that. It turns out to be very popular in China. So they are saying that somewhere in the Hunan province or whatever it was, some people went to eat something, and then, some of these mutated viruses just jumped from those animals into the human beings, and that's been the story. I don't know if it's improving yet or not, but now you're not going to get it. We are going to get it from other people. It's not going to be from, now we are, I hear people are avoiding DLE, and they are avoiding other, Chinese businesses and all that. Well, it may be a good precaution, but that's not where you're going to get it from. You're most likely going to get it from another person who probably hasn't been to China. And the mode of transmission is what we call droplet. And the droplets, the way they come, if somebody has it and they sneeze, the tiny, tiny particles that come out of the sneezing can go up to 6 feet. And if you're standing anywhere between that person and 6 feet away, you can catch it. Or from people who have been coughing hard. And the problem is that when people are coughing, there are so many reasons people can cough, from the flu, from common cold, from whatever you want to talk about. Cough is very common. So we don't know who is carrying the coronavirus and whose cough is just from something very benign. So what we are advising people to do is that if you need to cough, please have some tissue paper in your hand and catch it right here. And after that, go and throw it away and go and wash your hand. If you don't have anything like that, if you need to sneeze or cough, just do this. And, sneeze into the flexed elbow, or if you need to cough, just do that. And as soon as you get access to soap or sanitizer, just make sure you wash your hands and you clean it. The other places where we're most likely going to catch it from is doorknobs, surfaces. If I stand here, if I sneeze now, I'm going to drop a lot of them here. And the virus could sit here for at least some time before it dies out. And if you come in and you touch it, and then you touch your face, your eyes, your nose, or anything around your face, you're going to get it. So from time to time, what you need to do, just take your Clorox or whatever you have and wash all the surface, all the doorknobs. Now, many of us have come through these doors, we've turned the knobs, we've done that, and if any of us has it, they're most likely going to drop it, going to leave them on those surfaces. So at home, that's what you should be doing. At work, that's what you should be doing. There are certain things we also want to do and not want to do. We are Ghanaians, we are Africans, we love to shake hands. We love to hug. That's how we show our affection for each other. If you see somebody and you don't shake a hand, or they bring out the hand and you pull it back, they think you don't like them. They think there's something against, you think there's something bad on them or something. But for now, we're going to have to put an end to that. It was fun. We went to church today. Usually we would, sing and dance and hug each other and all that. Today, this is how we were doing it. Somebody wants to come and greet you, we just give them this. Some people have started using their feet, to greet. I think we have to be very innovative and then make sure we are not shaking hands and we are not hugging. And, we are not doing all those things that make us great Ghanaians and, loving Ghanaians and loving Africans. We're going to have to put an end to that for now. What else should we not do? Actually, before we were kind of thinking, should we even have this gathering here today? We have to avoid, large meetings and crowds that, that we can avoid. Because that's how it's going to spread out. We get together, one person in this group, if they have it, is going to be able to spread it to a lot of people here. So it's going to get to a point where we may have to stay home and not go to such gatherings as we have here. If you had plans to go on a cruise, just call them and tell them you're no longer going. Even if they're not going to refund your money, let them take it, because you may be better off than to go into a cruise. And there was one particular one that was dogged in Japan, and so many of the people who were on it, they actually got infected. Some of them have died already, so we need to be very careful. Now, if you're sick, please stay home. Don't go to church. As long as you send your tithe or your collection, your pastor will not be angry with you. Please, Pastor, okay, Pastor. If you have a fever, you coughing, you have runny nose, and you have all that, please do not go to church or go to work. Just call them and tell them what is going on. But don't also take that advantage of that and stay home and call them, I have a fever.